So a couple of months ago in the United States, there was a really unusual plane event, critical plane failure, a fatality. A jet engine on the side of a Boeing 737 failed. It exploded. And weirdly enough, it failed outside of its cowlings. So the cowlings that were supposed to hold the jet engine in when it exploded didn't hold the jet engine in. And it threw a bunch of trash back towards the fuselage, and it punctured the fuselage, which created a rapid decompression. But more importantly, is it knocked out a window, which actually caused a passenger, a young lady from the great state of New Mexico, to be pulled out of the plane. Hi, everybody. Todd Conklin, Pre-Accident Investigations Safety Moment. This podcast isn't going to be about that plane crash, although maybe we should do one. This podcast is going to be about the pilot of that plane. Because this story, although tragically the person who was pulled out of the plane passed away, the plane with another 120 people landed safely on the ground, and everyone else was uninjured. And the pilot of that plane was a lady also from the great state of New Mexico named Tammy Jo Schultz. And I don't know if you saw the interview of her, because I think it might have been on local TV where I saw it. So you might not have seen it, because I live in the great state of New Mexico. You might not have seen it where you're from. But they asked Tammy Jo, what happened? When it exploded, what happened? And she said the plane lost power really quickly, and we descended immediately. And then the reporter said, were you scared? And Tammy Jo looked at the reporter and looked at the camera and said these words: as long as you have an altitude and an idea, you'll be safe. That's the safety moment for today. You know how I talk about all the time that safety is not the absence of accidents, it's the presence of capacity? And Decker talks about that, and Eric Hollnagel talks about that, and Ron Gant talks about that, and Bob Edwards, and tons of people talk about that. Tammy Jo Schultz, that pilot for that Southwest airplane, I think she pretty much hit the nail on the head by describing capacity. As long as you have altitude and an idea, you'll be okay. What we manage is the altitude and the idea. We create places, we facilitate opportunities where our systems have altitude and ideas. That's the safety moment for today. Learn something new every single day. Have as much fun as you possibly can. And for goodness sakes, be safe.